Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. How are you, my dear students? I hope you all are doing well. Okay, let's see what we have today. We have India and natural resources. Now, firstly, what is natural resources? Natural resources are the resources which are available. Now, resources means what? It is soil, forest, water, livestock, all these things which are natural, not man-made. It is natural things which are available to us. Now, natural resources of India are different than other countries, right? Now, natural resources of America will be something else. Natural resources of India is something else. So, we are going to focus on natural resources of India. So, firstly, this is 3 chapters combined. Natural resources. Chapter 5 is about soil, chapter 6 is about forest, and chapter 7 is about water and irrigation. Now, first let us see soil. Now, how is soil formed? Soil formation is a very long process, okay? It takes millions of years. Earth's crust, it goes through lot of procedure and then it comes to this topsoil. Now, how it will be first? It will be like a big rock, parent rock. It is called parent rock, okay. Now, it goes through a process called weathering. Now, weathering means continuous heat and cold exposure to the rock. When heat is there, it will expand. When it is cold, it will compress. So, continuous process of this expansion and compression, it leads to soil. Okay, now there are different types of soil. Now, how we get different types of soil? Because of different type of parent rock. So, accordingly we have these types of soils. Okay. Now, we have alluvial soil, black soil, laterite soil, red soil, desert soil, mountain soil available in India. Okay. Now, what happens? This big rock, it slowly over time becomes smaller rocks and it becomes soil. Now, different procedure happens over this, okay. Now, rain falls or a plant might grow in between and the rocks, it expands and it breaks into smaller rocks. Now, here what happens? This soil becomes more fertile when it gets decayed plant and animal humus, okay. Now, those things make the soil fertile. Now, it starts from parent rock, it comes till topsoil, okay, this way. Now, let us see how the forests are formed. Now, according to the soil, we have different types of forest as well, okay. See, we have tropical rainforest in the coastal region here. We have dry thorny forest here in Rajasthan areas and so. Here we have tropical deciduous forest, okay, it is the tropical region. So, we have tropical deciduous forest. We have Himalayan vegetation, Himalayan forests are different. Here we have mangrove forest. We have different types of forest according to different type of soil available, okay, soil and climate affects the forest. Students, this is alluvial soil. It is made of river silt. It is very fertile, okay. Silt is fine sand carried by the moving water of river. Now, river when it comes down the mountain areas, it brings this kind of sand with it. Now, rice, wheat and sugar cane grow very well in this soil, okay. It is found in the northern plains. It is the most important soil group of India. Okay, now this is black soil. Black soil is formed by breaking of volcanic rocks, okay. Now, it is clayey and it retains water. See, when I put water, it holds it. Water is retained by it, okay. Now, cotton grows very well in this type of soil and it is found in Maharashtra, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. Students, this is laterite soil, okay. This soil is formed by leaching. Leaching means what? Loss of nutrients from the soil due to rain, okay. Now, it has less minerals. This soil has less minerals, so we need to add fertilizers to it to grow crops. Okay. Now this type of soil is found in eastern and western Ghats. This is red soil. Red soil has iron oxide in it. Okay. Crops grown here in this soil needs fertilizers to be added because this soil is not very fertile. Now fertilizer means what? Again, it is a chemical or natural substance to increase the fertility of the soil. We add it to increase the fertility of the soil. Now Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Odisha and Chhattisgarh have this type of soil. Again, it is red soil. So bajra, ragi, maize, etc. are grown very well in this type of soil. Okay, now this is desert soil. It is found in Rajasthan. Okay, it is very coarse, rough and sandy. It doesn't retain water. And crops can be grown only if water is available in this type of soil. This is desert soil. Students, this is mountain soil. Okay, now mountain soil is found in mountain areas. Students, now this is an experiment to show you how soil erosion happens. Now soil erosion means the washing off of soil when heavy rain comes or winds blow heavily, when there is extra grazing done, when animals eat a lot of grass, etc. Okay, now see, when heavy rain comes, what happens if there is no plants in it? The soil is washed off. See, you can see soil is coming out with water, right? On the other side. Yes, so this is soil erosion. So students, how do we stop soil erosion? We need to plant more and more trees, and we should stop overgrazing of animals. Okay. Now see, when there are trees planted and when heavy rain comes, the roots of the trees are holding the soil. It doesn't, we don't lose much of soil. Okay. See, soil is not wasted here. So this is how we protect soil. Soil erosion is protected by planting more and more trees. Okay, students, let's have a look at the types of forest. Okay, first we have tropical evergreen forest. Now evergreen forest means it is green throughout the year. It is a very dense forest and it rains almost throughout the year. It rains. Example, rosewood. We have rosewood in these types of forest. Okay, then we have tropical deciduous forest. Now deciduous means they shed their leaves in summer because the water is less. They shed their leaves in summer and in rainy season again they grow new leaves. Okay, example, neem. And here thorn and scrub forest is found in desert region, and we have thorny plants in desert region. Then we have mangrove forest. Mangrove forest is in the coastal regions where we have water. Okay, Sundarban is the largest mangrove forest in India. Now these roots come out of the water to get oxygen. Okay, now then last we have the Himalayan forest. Himalayan forest we have coniferous trees. Okay, these trees have needle like leaves. Okay, because the region is very cold, right? Cold and windy, so the plants have this type of structure and they are very like a Christmas tree. Okay. So now what are the uses of forest? We need forest to prevent soil erosion. We have just seen how soil erosion happens, right? So we need forest to prevent soil erosion. Then we need our wildlife animals also need forest, right? They need shelter. And we need more rainfall as well. The forest, what it does, it attracts clouds and we get more rainfall. And we also get fresh air. So we need to protect our forest. Now let's just have a look again at the types of soil. We have alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, desert soil and mountain soil. And we have tropical evergreen forest, tropical deciduous forest, thorn and scrub forest, mangrove forest and Himalayan forest. Students, let's see what are water resources. Now water is very essential for life, right? Now we have 70% of water on earth, okay, but we can't use it all. Why? Because it is salt water. Now the water we use at homes is fresh water, which is only available in 3%, okay, in the whole world. So 2% of water is in Arctic and Antarctic, which is ice, and 1% is fresh water. Now let's see first rivers. Now from where does water come in rivers? Rivers is moving water bodies. Now it comes from melting of snow and glaciers and rainwater. Lake is standing water body, rivers are moving water body. Okay. Now in India, in the northern hemisphere, northern part, we have Himalayas, right? From the Himalayas, the ice and glaciers, they melt and they form rivers there. Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra are all rivers which flow from melting of ice. Now what happens there is, they have water throughout the year. Why? Because in summer, because of heat, the snow melts and they have water, and in winter they have rain. But it's not the same in peninsula. Peninsula does not get water from melting snow. It is in the southern part, right? So from where does water come there? It comes from monsoon winds. Okay, monsoon rains bring water. So in the southern part, when it is monsoon, they have water, but when it is summer, it dries up. So what they have to do to reserve water? They build dams on river. Okay, they build dams. So what is dam now? Dam is a water reservoir. Okay, it stores water and we can use whenever we want. When we have drought, we can use water from dams. Dams are we have built multi-purpose dams in India for the usage of electricity, for the usage of irrigation. Irrigation means watering plants, okay, and many other things. Dams are used. Next, coming to wells. Now wells are dug in northern part of India. Why? Because the land is soft over there. Okay, near the Deccan plateaus, it's a little less because the region is hard. They have rocky region there. So today we have covered wells, lake, river, dam, and pond is also a water resource. Now why do we need water? We need water for irrigation. Now one more important point is, we have to build strong dams. Otherwise what will happen? If the dam is not strong, all the water might flood off and it can even drown a village or forest. So this session was about natural resources of soil, forest wealth and water resources. Please go through your textbooks thoroughly. Until then, Jazakumullahu khairan.